Improved power grid would, well, no, 39, 39, 39. If there's anything which is really important in 39, like, you know, the 25% production efficiency growth, I think I probably want that. Is the Panzer national focus line worth anything? Tanks are pretty important to Germany. I mean, they're mostly just tech buffs. And I'm already pretty far ahead of, well, I'm not ahead of time, but I'm on time for the Germans. For the tanks, rather. Oh! All the aircraft factories are done. Are they? Oh! I miscounted. I only had 9. I could do one more. Well, build one more. Put it right there. Saying that I can queue up more, but I don't believe that. Oh, you didn't get moved up. Right, so that is the last one. And then our aircraft production is going to be ludicrously quick. Okay, then I think it's time to start thinking about where on earth I want to put these armies. The elite guys can probably come down here and assist the primary push. You lot can be there, assisting that attack, and you lot can be in Prussia, going to this river. And then these guys I think I'm going to keep on the French border to make sure the French don't try anything sneaky. Tanks have already been deployed. Tanks should probably be under their own field marshal. Which is going to be the tank field marshal. So you need to have... where is it? What would the tank HQ be? I mean, it's basically that one, isn't it? And yes, you should definitely be red to show that you are the tanks. Likewise with you, should be under them, so that's the motorized. Then special forces. You guys are garrisons. Is that all of you? These three certainly are. You're motorized. So you're actually a really big unit of motorized. Go in there. And then you... Oh, you're the Adolf Hitler Guard unit. Right. Yeah, you can go in that one. So... I'm going to need a smaller Field Marshal for those, which is going to be the Cavalry and the Mountaineers. Now, you are technically an infantry division, but I have a feeling you're about to get upgraded to mountains. It's just too bad that I can't change your icon. Unless you happen to be in here. I mean, you might be. It's one of these. It's you. Yeah, I can't edit that one. So you are Mountaineers. You are in the right division. So I don't know who your Field Marshal is going to be yet. Now, where do I want to have you deployed? I mean, actually, it kind of occurs to me that I don't have anybody facing off against the Czechs, just in case, you know, the Czechs don't do what we expect. So let's have you guys holding, say, down here, just in case. Or actually, even better, why not just face the Sudetenland? That's all mountains. And then the cavalry can come in over here. Like that. Or something. Do I really want to do Spanish U-boat resupply? Or do I want to start... or do I want to risk pissing off the Allies? When, historically, did Germany take Sudetenland? Because it wasn't 1939, surely. The Czech should already be annexed. Yeah, that's... I mean, before the attack on Poland, sure. Which would be here. August 39. Sudetenland was October 38. Okay. So, yeah, I think, as much as I don't like doing this, this is a really important one, part of my strategy. I need those ports. No, we're doing the Spanish. That's 105 days. Crikey! Sudetenland's got to be first. The fate of the Sudeten Germans is one of the worst injustices inflicted by the Treaty of Versailles. They must be brought under our protection regardless of any possible objections. Alright, here we go. And we have 150. It is 1939. We are producing a new gun right now. Which is completely irrelevant to you. Electrical concern, I don't think we chose one. There are almost certainly going to be new aircraft available. We already have Messerschmitt for the light aircraft. This will be heavy. Heavy fighter, reliability and IC cost. Or multi-role fighter. Neither of those really jump out at me. Oh, all of these include dockyard output. Not really using those. I would love to increase the strength of my destroyers. But I think it's surface rating. It's what we were actually preparing ourselves to do. So Deutsche Werk Kiel sounds like the right option. So we're going to go for Deutsche Werk Kiel. When do the Allies start getting dangerous? I would imagine soon. I don't know for sure, but I would imagine soon. Now, can I store up to 1 million oil yet? No, but we're about to finish you. And we probably should have some divisions in training, that is true. We're still super short on artillery. Horse transports we now actually have a decent surplus of. That's nice to see. I think maybe I'll just start another, like, 6 divisions in training. $105,000 men. It's quite nice that it shows that here. Chinese development. Good. How is China doing at the moment? They've lost a little bit of ground here, but not a huge amount. Meanwhile, they are guarding this big river here. Where was Nanjing? It's that one, isn't it? It is on the wrong side of the river. Issue an ultimatum to Denmark. Definitely Denmark. You owe me stuff. So you better pay me stuff. Denmark. When does America join? I don't think America will join. Everything will be totally fine. Just curious now that you started talking about it, have I read Hornblower? I have, actually. When I was still at secondary school, I came down with tonsillitis and read the entire series of Hornblower. And also own all of the DVDs Hornblower series. Hornblower is awesome. Hornblower and Sharp are one of my favourite TV series. They're great. Okay, so the new guy is here. We can boost ideology in China. Oh, there's a guy over here who died. That's not actually going to boost anything. So, how about we have you... Well, now that we know that we're going to have interests in Argentina and we can increase the strength of fascism in Argentina, let's have you building an intel network. Well, I'm not going to war with Argentina. It's time to use these guys to actually start spying on those that we may be about to go to war with. So how about you go and check out Warsaw? That would be good. Use the spies for actual spying. Now, I did not upgrade aircraft. I don't need to. Motor cannon. I mean, it looks cool. Engine-mounted machine guns and cannons allow for centrally located weapons and fighter aircraft. Unfortunately, the heat generated from the engine poses several problems to this type of weapon installation. Okay, so the Interceptor requires motor cannon. And it's the only one that does. Let's just go with the 109 fighters so we can get upgrading to them. Oil plant. That would be over here. It was that one. So 39 we can get fuel refining, and I think that would be a fantastic plan. We've not built any refineries, but we have a whole bunch of factories, or a whole bunch of focuses that can give us free synthetic refineries. So hopefully I can just continue to churn out military factories, and that will be that. Hopefully. What now Britain's doing? Oh, geez, they probably have more civilian factories than I do. I have a lot more militaries. I have 84. They have about 50, but they will outscale me. France is fewer. Italy has quite a lot less. Okay, so the only one that's really a threat at the moment is the UK. I'm actually surprised by how many civilian factories they have. That's a little bit concerning. Be compensated when you take France and Poland. Yeah, true. Heinkel 11F. That was another plane, but I think I'm going to use this to get the new CAS. Upgrade the dive bombers. And the medium bomber can be upgraded. We do still have a decent number of those, so there is that. Psychological warfare finished. So we now should have the biggest buff to those that we can get. I think what I'm going to do is beef up my army intelligence. More information's what I need. I want to know troop movements. I want to know troop strengths. I want to know troop positions. Zog submits to Italy. An ultimatum has been delivered to the Albanian government by the Italian diplomats demanding they submit to complete military occupation. King Zog has abdicated after realising the futility of resistance, and Albania will now be ruled as a personal union under King Victor Emmanuel III. Italy looks to the Balkans. Take a look at the Soviets. Oh, geez. Yeah, okay. Soviets scary. Soviets very scary. I could reform my military command once again. I do have the points for it, and this is a permanent command power buff. Oh, wait, no, before I do that, I want to actually start working out who's going to be commanding what. So first of all, Rommel's going to command my tank divisions. Guderian is going to be in charge of the tanks. Munstein. Possibly in charge of the motorized. I feel like Kesselring might be a decent... No, Model should be a field marshal for sure. And I think Model's going to be the infantry marshal. Although he does have a -2 in experience. Rundstedt's not bad. Witzeben feels like he's got very good planning. Witzeben might actually be a really good infantry marshal. Historical Army Group commanders before Barbarossa: von Rundstedt, von Bock, von Liebenfront, then Witzben on the occupation of France. I mean, Rundstedt's good, don't get me wrong. He has a really nice mixture of attack and defense. Bock's really good on the offensive. But that's not necessarily what I want infantry to do. Kesselring's just so nice and rounded. I think I'm going to make it Kesselring. Okay, infantry division. So who's my best infantry commander? I mean, that's probably Witzben. Yeah, because he gets that planning prep. Witzben will be a really good marshal too, to be honest. With that really, really good planning. Munchstein, I think I'm going to make in charge of my motorized. I was going to say Bock might be good for the... Oh, Reckless reduces planning. Rommel doesn't have that, does he? Oh. Mountaineers. We probably have some winter experts. Sure. Oh, geez. Yeah, Ferdinand Schorner is amazing. Do we have any cavalry commanders? Come on, Germany, step up. We must have some cavalry commanders. They gotta be here somewhere. Come on, show yourselves. Oh, artillery. Nicholas von Valkenhorst is pretty good. Winter specialist in infantry. Urban assault and artillery. Helmuth Wiedling. There's actually a couple of people who are good with artillery. There are a lot of commanders here. Come on. Where's the cavalry man? There he is. Paul Ludwig Edwald von Kleist. Cavalry leader, Panzer leader, Iron Cross. He is the only one. And cavalry in this means cavalry. It does not mean motorized. That's separate. Alright then, Kleist. There you go. Have your cavalry unit. I don't mind like scrolling through because it gives me a better idea of what I've got behind me here. Okay, so we got some more infantry. I mean, we may as well give Rundstedt command. He can get some infantry experience. Possibly with Bock as well. Kuchler's not bad. No, you know what? Ramke, I was really impressed by, so we're going to give you some infantry. Because you were basically up in the running against this guy for the Gebirge, the Jaegers. And then Blaskowitz. Yeah, Blaskowitz is also really good. He is another potential candidate for a Field Marshal. So again, it's just another one that I'd like to get bloodied. Get some experience. Doesn't Germany and Vanilla start with the cavalry officer too? I mean, it depends on whether you go with the Kaiserreich or not. In which case, yes, definitely. I am asking neither that Germany be allowed to oppress 3.5 million Frenchmen, nor am I asking that 3.5 million Englishmen be placed at our mercy. Rather, I am simply demanding the oppression of 3.5 million Germans in Czechoslovakia cease and the inalienable right to self-determine take its place. As heard in a speech earlier today, our government and indeed our people feel that Sudetenland rightly belongs to Germany. As such, we have several options on how to engineer its rightful return. Demanding it through diplomatic channels, attempting to bring Czechoslovakia into our orbit, or by seizing it by force. Each of these options has their pros and cons, but we must be sure the international opinion... we must take international opinion into account no matter what we do, lest we end up in a war not of our choosing. So we can demand it at the Munich conference, which will give us a claim. We can prepare to invade it, which will give us a conquer CB. Or we can attempt to influence their government. I don't think I want to influence them. We started doing this too late. So we're going to demand it. Talks have been held in Munich between the leaders of Germany, Britain, France and Italy to discuss the future of Czechoslovakia. Both the French and the British have accepted our claims to the Sudetenland as legitimate, and their previous offers to support the Czechs have been rescinded. Recognising the hopelessness of their situation, the Czechs have surrendered the Sudeten territories to us. The oppressed German inhabitants will at long last be brought into the Vaterland. This is a historic day for Germany. And on this historic day, we got excavation as well. Huzzah. And that's going to let me get excavation 2, which is also going to lead to more efficient expenditure of this stuff. You are still not sending any resources out. Why? You have 2,000 in storage, but you're not using any of it. I thought it was something to do with the limits not being high enough. Check the warehouse tab. There's a warehouse tab? I'm not seeing what I'm supposed to be doing here. Maximilian von Weiss is the cavalry officer I was thinking of. Is he not in the mod? He is, but I don't think he's a cavalry commander. The 2000 by the symbol. That's just showing displays.